Did you say 12 was out there? Do me a big old favor and tell 12 said hello. I thought I heard Drail out there.
Good to go. I'll catch you up here.
Check.
He might have went out to take a piss, because we know he ain't working on radios.
Ain't that right? Good morning. Don't can't get off the radio to get some work done.
Oh yeah, he's back to the bench every minute. Never working though.
The only four-letter word he knows is bash.
Oh yeah, you're right about that. He likes to do the bash.
I just want to know why you done up the U-joint radio.
Kind of lines up with the way he acts.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm sorry about that U-joint. I didn't mean to blow up your radio over there. I didn't. I was just running this thing over here on the loaf mode. But you're right there, Drail. It's mighty sad. And hello, U-joint modem of all cruising.
Just stand by just for 1 second.
You didn't know a Drail.
Did I not?
I heard about now.
I saw drive. Did you not get a warning?
Well, good afternoon to you while you're cruising. Hitting my Yaesu FT2000 over 60. I attenuated you down 6 dB.
Yeah, he's not out there right now. He must have went to scam somebody else online or make a new video.
Yeah, for him not being out there, terrible thing. Well, I was just going to see what what was really happening out there in his little world, and see if we could help him out a little bit there with his radio sales and his technical expertise. And U-joint, you said you got me attenuated all the way down, and I'm sitting there at 60 dB on your radio. Holy smokes, that's a lot of dBs. Hello out there, you joint. Hello, Drail. And I don't know where soft drop went.
Yeah, soft drop might be back to the bench. I'm not sure because I cannot hear him underneath that hammer. I thought 10,000 watts was all he needed to talk off of the west side. That 10,000 watt Ghost Rider amplifier. Where'd you go, soft drive? Drail looking for you.
You're not going to hear him. You're not going to hear him. He can put that 3,000, 10,000 watt peak Ghost Rider amplifier up in there, but you ain't going to hear him. Not underneath this big old hammer. I guarantee to that. I guarantee tell you. Hello to you one more time, Drail. Yeah, I just figured we'd get out here and you set a couple things straight. One thing primarily, right off the top of my head, is the fact that a lot of people out there seem to think that that guy out there in the desert, soft drop, is Motormouth Mall. And there are people out there making statements as if he were me. And I have not heard him yet directly in my radio mocking me, but I can tell by the responses, and I see people's reactions, and I can read. And I want to set the record straight, Drail. I want to set the record straight real fast and let everybody out there know that I don't get out here and make it a habit of tying up Channel 19. As a matter of fact, I never come out here and tie up 19. But I'm deliberately here on 19, and that's for two reasons. One, to make people understand that there's a difference between Motormouth Mall, the real Motormouth Mall, me, out here on the central coast of California, versus that little wannabe mud duck toad under a rock in the desert. A big, big, big difference. Ain't no doubt about that. So that's the primary reason. Secondary is to expose his lies. He gets out there and, you know, oh man, I'll tell you what, he's been bashing me out there now for about a week or so I've heard. I have not heard it directly from him because he hadn't got the radio to get up in here and get in my radio to bash me or tie my radio up. But I see what he's been doing out there. And this is just to set the record straight, let everybody know I don't come out here and tie up the doggone band, but I am doing it right now. I am deliberately here on Channel 19, 27185, to show the difference between that toad under a rock in the desert versus Motormouth Mall. I'm also keying down long enough for people to get an idea of what's going on out there. You know, you can take a look at your SDR receivers. You can take a look at my SDR receiver on the video gate that I'm rolling right now. And you can kind of sort of make your decisions for yourself as to what's going on out there in the world of sound. But anyway, hey, Drail, I appreciate you rolling up in here and tying my radio up, I'll tell you what. And you joint, you too. Man, you got a hammer coming out here. Good to hear you out here, you joint. Good to hear you out there, Drail. Motormouth Mall dropping a hammer on that mud runner toad in the desert I got down.
I heard his ducktail key up one time. I heard soft drive key to microphone one time, but he was underneath that hammer. That's where he was at, and that's where he's going to stay at. He had his warning. He had his opportunity to keep his mouth tight, but he kept running that mouth. So now he's going to have to listen to this hammer, and he's going to be exposed as phony. Hey, Motormouth Mall, Drail exposing the mud duck in the desert. Let's go.
Yeah, 10-4. Well, he thinks he's safe on 19. He bashes you. He bashes me. He talks about our splatter boxes. Hey, Drail, he talks about our splatter boxes. Well, I'll tell you what, this ain't no splatter box. And I guarantee tell you, you got some audio. You and I both, I believe. Now, see, you know, here's the thing. Here we talk about beliefs. Beliefs are funny, you know. Look at all the various different religions and all that kind of stuff. But I believe that people will gravitate toward what they want. I don't believe that people need to be force-fed what they want to be, you know, what they want to have. I don't think they want to be force-fed what's right and what's wrong. I believe there's a degree of artistic license when it comes to CB radio and audio. If this guy wants to take all this stuff to this textbook perfect, wants to sound like a box stock radio, well, then everybody out there ought to just buy box stock radios. Drail, Motormouth Mall, cruising. You said you heard his feathers ruffling in the background. That's about all they're going to do is ruffle. Motormouth Mall, cruising, break up.
Yeah, You see, that's why they call him soft drive, a motor mouth ball. That's why you call him soft drive, because his audio is soft and he stays off in the background. That's where he stays. You know, he stays underneath them hammers. He hides up here on channel 19 where it's safe, where he could pick on all the truck drivers out there with barefoot radios tying up the channel and traffic information. Hey, motor mouth mall, the scammer hard drive in his camper in the desert with them box stock radios, sound like a stock Cobra 29, charges $800 for them things, and people have to wait 2 or 3 years for that stock sounding radio. Triple M, let's go.
Yeah, 10-4, I've been told my stuff is snake oil. He told me that my stuff is, he told everybody, not just me. Here's the worst part. See, I don't care what he tells me. I don't really care what he tells me, but the problem is he tells everybody else out there that my stuff is snake oil. Well, I'm just here to say, let the proof be in the pudding. Let the radio speak for itself. Let him key down, let me key down. Oh, whoops. Is he running a... Oh, man, shoot, he might key on me. Wait, derail. Wait a second. I better not make that challenge, because, doggone, he's running 10,000 watts out of a doggone 3CX 3000 that he claims he doesn't have and doesn't run. He's out running a omnidirectional 5/8 wave ground plane and a 3CX 3000, drumming up business by bashing you and bashing me. I better not take on that challenge. He just might put that hammer on me there, derail, but motor mouth mall, cruise and brake.
Oh yeah, he sits there and tells everybody not to back talk him. He'll hang up on you, he'll block you. He tells them not to ask questions, not to ask how much. Just give them the credit card and shut your mouth. That's what he tells them. That's pretty much what he tells them. You know, he kind of belittles them, just like he belittles people on the radio all day. You know, he says that he wants to be the change in the world right there and it starts with himself. But man, he calls people screwballs and window lickers and then ties up the channel all day long, and the drivers can't get no traffic info, they can't get through construction, and they can't clean up from a hurricane. Hey, motor mouth mall, it takes a real dirt bag to come up here with 10,000 watts and tie it up for months at a time. Hard drive in the desert, the scammer, I'm reading them out.
Yeah, 10-4, I agree 100%. Ain't no doubt about that. Now, he's going to say, well, look at you guys. You're out here doing that right now. Well, we're out here making a point because bad publicity ain't going to fly. Ain't no doubt about that. He gets out there day after day after day, and people out there think that I'm out there day after day after day shooting skip on 19. When I stay on the bowl and occasionally go to 28, sometimes I'll surf through the dial, but I always bypass 19. I don't sit there and tie up 19. Where does he hang out? Where does he do his quote-unquote business? His business, like you say, his business. Oh, my God. I feel sorry for his customers. You know, the poor unknowing customer, they get up in there, and he talks up a good plan. You know, he tells them they're going to upgrade the finals, upgrade this, peak tune this, peak tune that, align this, align that. Ultimately, end up with a stock radio. Really nice stock radio for, like you say, $800. But you know darn well everybody who goes to a CB shop, they're not going to a CB shop to try to get a stock radio. They got a stock radio when they bought the radio from Copper Electronics or wherever they bought it from. They bought a stock radio already. They got one already. Why spend $800 to get a stocker radio? My goodness, when people go to a shop, they want the radio to perform. And most he says, truck drivers don't need that. Truck drivers don't want that. They don't. You know what? A whole lot of truck drivers out there want power. A whole lot of truck drivers out there want their radios to be loud and bodacious. A whole lot of truck drivers are real people. And real people deserve to be treated like people. Ain't no doubt about that. Hey, Derail, you're right. He's a scam. He's a scam, and I feel real sorry for all the people out there who fall. All the sheeple who fall for his garbage. That's right. All the sheeple. I'm sorry about that, but if you're following blindly and you're following doggone ignorantly, and you think you're making your decisions based on all of the information you're hearing from him, I'm sorry. Ain't no doubt about that. You guys need to kind of ask around, look around, kind of feel the waters out a little bit before you make such a decision. Otherwise, in my opinion, and you know what they say about opinions, but in my opinion, you're throwing good money after bad. Hey, Derail, Motor Mouth Mall, got down, break on.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you know, he's always back to the bench. You know, what I don't understand is how can you go back to the bench when you only have 200 square foot in your whole camper? Hey, Motormouth, where does he go back to the bench? He's sitting at the bench right now. He ain't got but 200 square foot. Where's he going to? The closet? Motormouth Mall, derail, be a nosy there, break.
Okay, well, I don't want to talk about his closet practices. I don't know what goes on behind his closed doors, I guarantee to you, and I certainly don't want to know what's going on around his doggone workbench. I don't know what he's working on. I don't even know how he gets any work done. Well, you know what? He probably really doesn't have that many customers. I think he's got a lot of people that get out there and talk to him and make him feel good, and I think he's got a few people out there that don't even really exist. I think there are other clone accounts that are giving him some attaboys and pats on the back, ain't no doubt about that. So I don't know how many real customers he actually has. I just feel sorry for those who might have. How he has any time to work on radios as busy as he is and talking on the radio as often as he does, always getting back to the workbench? I don't know. Anyway, a terrible thing. A derail, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast, this great big old splatterbox. I'm going to be the one to call this station a great big old splatterbox. A derail, great big old splatterbox, got down, breaker.
Motormouth Mall, you're splattering all over the top of that soft drive radio. You're taking him clean out. He stays off in the background. That's why he hides up here on Channel 19. He can't talk with the big boys. He can't talk on the Super Bowl. He can't even talk on Channel 28. He's got to go up here and pick on truck drivers. But you're right, man. He's definitely got a false persona going on. He bought his YouTube following. He pretends he's so far behind, but he don't ever work. Hey, Triple M, he pretends he's got hundreds and hundreds of orders. He probably got 10 orders waiting on him that'll be waiting for 3 years because the man don't work. Hey, Motormouth Mall, he's a scammer, that's for sure, and his camper on wheels. Hey, Motormouth Mall, let me tell you something. I was always told to stay away from a CB shop on wheels. What do you think?
I couldn't agree anymore. I couldn't agree more. I'll tell you what, you absolutely stay away from a CB shop on wheels. By the way, Derail, I want you to hear what you're doing over here. Check this out.
You're splattering all over the top of that soft drive radio. You're taking him clean out. He stays off in the background. That's why he hides up here on Channel 19. He can't talk with the big boys. He can't talk on the Super Bowl. He can't even talk on Channel 28. He's got to go up here and pick on truck drivers. But you're right, man. He's definitely got a false persona going on. He bought his YouTube following. He pretends he's so far behind, but he don't ever work. Hey, Triple M, he pretends he's got hundreds and hundreds of orders. He probably got 10 orders waiting on him that'll be waiting for 3 years because the man don't work. Hey, Motormouth Mall, he's a scammer, that's for sure, and his camper on wheels. Hey, Motormouth Mall, let me tell you something. I was always told to stay away from a CB shop on wheels. What do you think?
Man, I'll tell you what, yep, you got to stay away from the CB shops on wheels. That's for doggone sure. Primarily that one. Primarily that one, ain't no doubt about that. Hey, Derail, you got that mall down. Hey, by the way, Derail, there are a whole lot of people out there listening to what's going on out here, and some of them are going to hear my side, some of them are going to hear your side. They may not all hear both sides. So I got a gate rolling over here. It's got your audio on it. It's got my audio on it. It's got my audio playing your audio back out there from this great big old splatterbox right here, right now. Now, I invite anybody out there to make a gate. I want to invite somebody to make a gate. And I want to invite somebody to come out there with an SDR receiver, make a gate, and put your bandwidth at 5.5 kilohertz, or better yet, if you want to be textbook perfect, put it at 5 kilohertz and show that I'm splattering about 1 kilohertz total, meaning 500 hertz on either side, too wide. Take a look at that sharp, steep drop-off. Look at that shoulder on your SDR radio. Look at the dB down point between the carrier and where it starts fanning out. That dB down point, whatever that is, that's how many dB down I am before I start spreading out. So you take a look at that. Make a gate. I want you to make sure, hey, well, we got a phone call. Hold on. I'm dying to see what this phone call's all about. Y'all got time for a phone call? We're going to put a phone call on the air. Let's see. Go ahead. You're on the air, Break. You're on the air. Hell, somebody out there doesn't want to talk. All right, well, be that way. Be that way as it may. Motormouth Mall, Stephen, look at that. They hung up. I wouldn't be surprised if that was him. Anyway, hey, D-Rail, I tried to put him on the air. Somebody tried to call. But that's all right. I ain't going to do that anymore. It just takes up too much. Again, my radio unkeyed. I'm sorry about that. My 3-minute timer went out.
Oh yeah, you got to hammer down. Hey, Motor Mama, it's all about you, and we're exposing the mud duck. We're exposing the scammer for what he is. Hey, Triple M, let me tell you something. That mud duck has been in Florida. He's been in 2 or 3 different parts of Texas. He's been in North Carolina. He's been in Ohio. He's been in like 3 or 4 different spots in the desert, and he's got a CB shop on wheels. What does that tell you, Motor Mouth Mall? That mud duck in the desert is hiding from somebody. Hey, he's probably hiding from them 2 or 3 years worth of people waiting on radios from him. Motor Mouth Mall, D-Rail telling it like it is. Let's go.
Yeah, further D-Rail. We're going to try this again. Go ahead, you're on the air. Go ahead, who's this? All right. You got to speak now or forever hold your peace.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Go ahead. You're on the air, but you got to make it quick. I got about a 3-minute timer over here, and we're about 30 seconds in.
Well, this is 765 out here in this cornfield of central Indiana. Just wanted to call and give you 4 fingers and a thumb.
Well, I appreciate that. You got anything to say about that great CD shop over there in New Mexico?
Absolutely not. I'm going to tell you right now, you put the hammer down. You lit these cornfields on fire out here.
All right, sounds good. Well, I appreciate the call. Take care of 7-3. Just have a good day, Motormouth Mall. Stepping, they got down.
Click, click.
You see, that scammer in the desert, he had an opportunity. Hey, Motormouth Mall, he had an opportunity. I gave him 6 years of opportunity to keep my name out his mouth. I told him to keep his lips tight when I talked to him the other night, and he's out here still running that mouth, and I'm still getting screenshots and text messages from all that misinformed information he be putting out there. Hey, Triple M, that mud duck in the desert is a scammer that ties up Channel 19 all day long. He's a dirtbag. Hey, Motormouth Mall, when he should be working on them 2 or 3 years worth of customers, instead he's out here tying up the trucker channel and blocking their communications from being able to get traffic information, from being able to get any kind of information. Hey, Motormouth Mall, the mud duck in the desert needs to take his advertisements elsewhere. Let's go.
10-4 sounds good. Maybe the back of those magazines. Remember back in the day, Boys Life magazine and stuff like that, they had all those kind of advertisements for things that didn't really work? Maybe that's where he got to put his ads. Hey, D-Rail, you know, not only does he make his customers wait 3 years to make them think that they're spending $800 for something that they ain't worth nothing, he tells them they got to sign a disclosure that they ain't going to open the radios up and look inside and see what was done or share with anybody what work might have been done, if any work was done. He makes them sign a doggone disclosure. Can you believe that? Hey, D-Rail, check this out, by the way.
You see, that scammer in the desert, he had an opportunity. Hey, Motormouth Mall, he had an opportunity. I gave him 6 years of opportunity to keep my name out his mouth. I told him to keep his lips tight when I talked to him the other night, and he's out here still running that mouth, and I'm still getting screenshots and text messages from all that misinformed information he be putting out there. Hey, Triple M, that mud duck in the desert is a scammer that ties up Channel 19 all day long. He's a dirtbag. Hey, Motor Mouth Mo, when he should be working on them 2 or 3 years worth of customers, instead he's out here tying up the trucker channel and blocking their communications from being able to get traffic information, from being able to get any kind of information. Hey, Motor Mouth Mo, the mud duck in the desert needs to take his advertisements elsewhere.
Absolutely, you're right about that. Hey, Derail, you're right about that. Yeah, it's horrible, man. I tell you what, I don't know how a person can get out there and do that kind of advertisement and feel good, go to sleep at night, you know, thinking they did all that and accomplished a whole lot and helped somebody out and so on and so forth. I just don't see how people can do that. But anyway, hey, to each his own. Hello to you one more time. Hey, Derail, Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast beast, dropping his hammer. Hey, Danny, 123 Chicago, Motor Mouth Mall says hello and how you doing out there? I hope everything is all well and swell around your stack of bricks. Hey, 123 Motor Mouth Mall, your West Coast beast. You said tell Derail to keep his good name out of his mouth. Hey, Derail, Danny, 123 said keep your good name out of his mouth, everybody.
Yeah, man, ain't no doubt. Yeah, he's a scammer. He's out here trying to, put on this false persona and making all these people on Channel 19 think he's got something, think he's doing something special. You know, he tells everybody out here, mud duck in the desert, barefoot. He tells all them people he's barefoot. He said it for months and months while he was working that base station. Hey, Triple M, for everybody to know, that mud duck in the desert, fine-tuned CB shop, hard drive, 163, and now he sounds like 153 when he says 163, because his S's are jacked up. So it sounds kind of like 153 instead of 163, but he's running a 3CX3000, a 10,000-watt amplifier, and telling all his customers that he's barefoot. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, that's a scumbag, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly right. People understand that there are people out there running amplifiers and so on and so forth, and it's sort of to be expected. And even CB shops, they all run something. And for him to get out there and boast that he's not, when I know doggone good and well he is, you look at his signal, look at the other signals, look at what's happening, look at the comparisons, even the fact that he's on a little 360-degree vertical shockwave antenna 5 feet off his camper. I tell you what, it's obvious he's running power, and he tells the poor unsuspecting customers out there that he ain't running power. He's all that because he's quote-unquote clean and mean. Well, I want to see what his clean and mean station does out there in real life. Ain't no doubt about that. We'll see what that clean and mean station does. See, he's out here on 19, or he gets on 38 lower sideband. He bashes me. He bashes other Channel 6 operators. But he won't get out there and publicly bash them because, see, what he doesn't know, well, he doesn't know enough about me either. He just knows that right now he's been lucky. But I ain't going to talk about anything like that. I'm just simply going to say that he doesn't bash a lot of those operators because a lot of those operators may not hold back as much as I hold back. They may not hold back as much as you hold back. Hey, we got another phone call. I'm dying to see what this is, who this is. We're going to take a phone call. Let me quickly unkey and key back up to reset the radio. Hang on. All right, we'll take a call. Who's it? Oh. No, we won't take a call. They hung up. Hey, Derail, they hung up. Terrible thing. All right, well, that's the way that goes. I tried. But, yeah, it's amazing how all that works. Hey, I can't take a call over the air this way, but I got to take a call. I'll be right back. Hang on.
I could finally hear him when you wasn't on the mall. The sad thing is it's on his conditions right now, but this is what a hammer looks like from both sides. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, you're keying on the mud duck's conditions I'm reading about.
Snake Doctor, I'm over here listening here. You got a grip on Pinto Bean. Hey, Snake Doctor, old Pinto Bean over here in Alabama waving that hand.
Yeah, you was keying on him too, Snake Doctor, just so you know. Hey, Snake Doctor, you was keying on him too, just so you know there, Breaker.
We gonna make you in. They are too. We are talk a little bit. In northern Georgia. If you don't talk to
Old soft drive running 10,000 watts on channel 19. Old soft drive running 10,000 watts on channel 19. What a mess.
You sounding good on this one, Roger.
Yeah, 3CX3000, that Ghost Rider you asked Motor Mouth Mall how to tune. The 3CX3000 Ghost Rider that you asked Motor Mouth Mall how to tune, because you never ran a tube amplifier before. You only knew how to work solid state boxes, you know, because they only take a switch. I guess that's why you knew how to work those, because all you got to do is flip a switch.
Hey, Drail, I hate to step on the mud runner, but we got a call. I believe we got a phone call. Hello, you're on the air.
Hi, I'm on the air. This is 123 in Chicago.
Hey, 123 Chi-Town. What's going on there, Brady?
Oh, not a whole lot, man. Just run some errands, and I hear you guys beating up Channel 19 on Fine-Tune Radio, the biggest con of the CB nation.
Absolutely, he is a con and a half. I'll tell you what, man. I feel sorry for those who fall for his chicanery. Chicanery? Is that the word? Oops. Sorry, I didn't mean to unkey.
Oh, that's okay. It's I believe it's called trickery. Trickery.
That's what it is. Trickery, dick. That's what we're going to have to call him. Hey, Danny, we're going to have to call him trickery, dick. There, break.
You call him Slick Rick, and then you don't have to take him and say the D word.
That's true, Slick Rick. We call him Slick Rick, but I don't want to confuse Slick Rick with Slick Rick over there in Mississippi. You know, 445 radio man. He's a good guy. We like Slick Rick, but trickery Rick. How about that, Trick Rick?
Trick Rick. But yeah, Fine-Tune Radio, biggest scam I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yep. It's a shame, I'll tell you.
You got to sit down and to Drail, and Drail has it. And actually, I'm running a live stream right now where I'm sitting, where I'm positioning. I can hear all three of the conversations, so it's really cool.
10-4, awesome. Well, I'm glad you got that at the gate. I'm glad you can hear Drail. I'm glad you can hear me, my big old splatter box. Both of our splatter boxes. I'll tell you what, you know, unfortunately, you don't have an SDR over there, do you? You don't have an SDR.
No, I don't. I don't have one. I'm actually doing this gate out of my mobile with two antennas.
Wow, awesome. Okay, well, anyway, if you had an SDR, I'd ask you to take a look around and listen up and down the band. I got the entire band looking on my SDR from down below 27.1 all the way up to, I don't know, well, up into the 27.580, something like that. So anyway, I'm looking at everything, and it ain't nothing on my radio to break.
Well, what you can do is say, just key up the radio and say, calling all cars, calling all base stations, whoever has an SDR, take and do a live stream or a recorded version of what is going on your spectrum purity and on your receive on all three of our stations and post it up.
Well, there you go. That's exactly what you did for me. I appreciate that.
So there you go. You got that one. I'm going to let you get back to what you have going on. I just wanted to say, hey, man, welcome to the weekend.
All right. Sounds good. I had the radio, or you know what, give me a little bit more audio while I got you on the phone. I got to turn the audio up on the phone patch a little bit more. Let me just see where we are here. I got the console potted all the way up, and I see the audio on the phone patch to be a tad bit louder. So let me open this little cover door over here and see if I can't roll your audio up a little bit louder. All right, caller out. Go ahead and give me some audio there, Break.
Okay, audio 123 out of Chicago. Running some errands out in the Mobile. Is that good audio right there, Breaker?
That's what I wanted right there. That was the kind of audio I needed. Perfect. All right, there. Hey, 1, 2, 3. I appreciate that. You've been a big help.
Man, I'll tell you what. Even just dialing a phone patch is a little bit of a issue from time to time. But listen, I want you to focus on what you guys set out to do. Good job. I support you all 100%. Both of you.
Forget there. I appreciate that. And 1, 2, 3. Chicago, Motormouth Mall, cruising. And I appreciate you chiming in out here in the world of sound. Motormouth Mall, this big old splatter box in Santa Maria. Not to be confused with that mud duck.
The funny thing is, not only you have a splatter box, you have antennas that don't make any gain. Boy, I'm telling you, when people try to tie your shoestrings together, I think they're trying to simulate a hog tie.
Absolutely. I think you're right there, Brady.
All right, John, take care. I'm going to let you slide, man. Go on and get back to what you're doing and take those hockey sticks and trip them up. Tie their shoestrings together. You guys are doing a great job.
Nice. Sounds good there, Danny. Take care. Have a great day and be safe out there around Chi-Town. Danny, 1, 2, 3, Chicago, Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast. Got down. Breaker.
10, Motormouth Mall, 1, 2, 3, Chicago. I'm 10-7.
Bye-bye.
All right, John, thanks. I'll catch up to you.
10-7.
Boy, that was a long key down, and you owned every bit of it. Hey, Triple M, that was a long key, and you owned every bit of it. Hey, Triple M, you doing your thing? Exposing the mud duck out of the desert. I'm reading them out.
Boy, yeah, well, we do our best. Hey, we do our best over here from time to time. I got another phone call coming on the other line. Let me grab that one real fast. I'll be right back. Well, never mind on that one. White Cloud, I know you're listening out there. A low White Cloud around Indiana. Take care of 73s. And the station out there looking for a radio check. I did hear you out there. The radio's working real good. Keep on Stay away from the CB shop in the desert. Take care of 73s. Hello to you out there one more time. Derail, Motormouth Mall, cruising. They got down. Break.
Yeah, folks, I don't know if I got enough service to stream it live, but I'll give it a shot, see if we can't stream it live. Motormouth Mall, we just out here exposing the mud duck in the desert. He thought he could hide and be real safe on Channel 19, but he don't have a safe place when he's out there spreading hate and discontent, because we'll always find him, and we'll always shut him down. Motormouth Mall, let's go.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. That's right. Frauds like that need to be exposed. You know, it's kind of like that idiot that tried to expose that tried to copy and patent the modulator. You know, when I was making modulators. By the way, you know, I'm not doing those anymore. I'm taking a sabbatical from that for a little while. We're restructuring some things, but you know, unfortunately, that probably is going to put a little bit more business in the fraud's hand, and so it's sort of a shame. And it's also probably goes to say the same thing. I wish we had some more CB shops over there for people to go to around New Mexico, so that they had some options. Right now, this guy, he's out there spreading all his nasty, crappy, horrible propaganda, both about people and about himself, and things are, you know, what are people going to do about it? You know, they don't know where else to go. It's either that or they got to drive somewhere else, or they got to send the radio somewhere. So, you know, what needs to happen is somebody out there needs to get another CB shop, a real CB shop. And I understand, oh, hey, we got another phone call. Hey, Derail, let's see who this is. Let me unkey and key up real fast here just to reset the radio. And say, let's see here. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Is this the guy that's transmitting on Channel 19 all over the place?
This is the guy that's transmitting on Channel 19 right now to drop a hammer on a mud duck toad in the desert.
Man, you can't use 19. You're fucking blasting us all over.
I know. It's just to make a point. Yeah, no. Hey, driver, it's just to make a point. Yeah, because this guy that you always hear day after day after day after day is tearing your radios up. He's using my name to do it. He's using Derail's name to do it. And we're getting sick and tired of it. You guys are getting sick and tired of it. So we figure we'd get out here for just a little bit to let everybody know who Motormouth Mall was out here in Santa Maria, California with this quote-unquote splatterbox, who Drail is in Georgia, with his quote-unquote splatter box, and that little mud duck in the desert technician, wannabe technician over there, spreading all the BS out there across Channel 19 day after day after day after day after day, talking about window lickers. We're out here to set the record straight, so I do apologize profusely for tearing up your radios. But I appreciate you for calling and let me know what's going on.
Do it the way SCM guys do it, the right way. Get the FCC on. They'll take care of it.
Well, you know, you'd think that would work, but it doesn't work. It really doesn't work. And it's fraud and all that kind of stuff isn't really in the FCC's department. And you know, he's spectrally pretty clean. You can't say anything bad about him. It's his character and his business practices and all that. And unfortunately, the FCC does not care about policing Channel 19 as a truck driver channel, and they don't really care about policing Channel 9 as the emergencies channel. So it's just a bad thing all the way around, but something's got to be done. And I figured the best thing to be done is to get the people to understand and know where he's coming from, what he's about, and who he's bashing.
I guess that's what floats your boat.
Well, you know, it's going to satisfy a few people's curiosities as to what's really going on. It doesn't float my boat. I spend all my time on Channel 6, all of my time on 6. This is a very rare occasion, and Derail and I did this today specifically to set the record straight. I am not the guy that tears up 19 on a daily basis, so don't get pissed off at me for the one shot time that I'm out here tearing up your radios. I told you, and I apologized already for tearing up your radios. Now,
oh, you're all right. Just asking what's going on. I don't normally hear many other people on 19. You're coming through. I'm showing 20 over on my signal meter here. It's you got a good signal out here in Wyoming right now.
Didn't mean to unkey there. Well, I'll tell you what, you're making a good trip in my phone from Wyoming, and I appreciate that bump down. I'll tell you what, I don't really want to tear up your radios too much longer. I don't know how long Derail and I are going to stick and stay out here. I just wanted to be out here long enough so people knew that there were 3 people at play, and not that the mud duck in the desert, a.k.a. 163 hard drive, who sometimes it sounds like 153 because you can't decipher S's from F's or F's or S's and whatever he says. You can't 5s and 6s, nothing with anything out there with sibilance and is discernible. So whatever he is, the hard drive in the desert, I'm just making sure the record is set straight that he is him, I am me, I'm Motormouth Mall, I'm in Santa Maria, California, he's in New Mexico, Lawrenceburg, New Mexico, and Derail is in Georgia. And we're just locking up the band right now to show and prove a point. That's all we're doing. So I appreciate you calling in. Hope you're mobile safe out there, and I'm not going to say anything about the byways and the highways because you hear enough of that from that mud duck. So I'll say, I'll say 73s.
That's a good one.
All right. All right, there, Derail, Motormouth Mall. I'm back, and that was a good phone call from a driver who was a little bit upset that we're tearing up the radios, and rightfully so. And that's exactly what Mud Duck in the Desert does day after day after day. And we might be guilty of that at the moment. And like I said, I apologize for that. But one thing for sure, and one thing I know, and 2 things for sure, Motormouth Mall's stepping right there, right now. I got down.
You got a hammer down over here in Louisiana, son. One of my truck driver friends called me and he said, man, what's going on out there? He said, they got some guy holding on home, man. He got that radio locked down.
Off of the sea.
10-4 there. Hey, well, I'll tell you what, I didn't know we were making a big trip around Louisiana. I'm taking them out up around Wyoming, taking them up out around Chicago, taking them out around Georgia and Louisiana too. And Derail's out there doing the same thing, and we're making sure people understand what's going on and to beware of the mud duck in the desert, because all he's going to do is cover you with, baffle you with bullshit and bash everybody else out there he can. That's his M.O., ain't no doubt about that. Hello to you one more time around Louisiana. Hey, bye, you boy. Take care of 73s. Hope you're having a good day out there in the world of sound. Motormouth Mall. Step and tell your driver friend I am sorry for tearing up his radio, the big.
Oh no, he had called me up and he said, man, I don't know who this guy Motormouth is and who Derail is, but he said, I'm gonna call you by you, boy. He says, I know you know them big strappers.
Well, you definitely.
10-4. All right, well, you're letting them know who we are. Ain't no doubt about that. Motormouth Mall waving. We might have another phone call. Let me just see who this is real fast here, real quick. Go ahead. You're on the air.
What's going on, Motormouth? You're beating me down here in Central Texas.
410, I'm booming around Central Texas. What's going on there, Break?
Oh, you know, who's calling in?
You got to turn your radio down. Sorry about that. You called into a live show to Break.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I was just calling to let you know that you're hitting me solid on my meter down here. You're definitely drowning in my radio.
410, I appreciate that. Well, we're just getting out here, trying up the band just for a little bit here on 19, just to let people know that we are who we are, and Drail is who he is, you know, and the Mud Duck in the Desert is who he is. Bad character, good character, no character, whatever you want to think about him. I just want to make sure the record is set straight. He's a fraud, he's a scam, and he's not Motormouth Mall radio station. Motormouth Mall, stepping I got done.
All right there, Motormouth Mall. You take it easy, and hopefully y'all can kick him off of Channel 19. I get tired of hearing him all day, every day.
Yeah, he's been up in there day. He's relentless, absolutely relentless, Brig.
A lot of these other drivers really get tired of listening to him out there.
Ken Tour. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Motormouth.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, we're picking you up loud and clear out here south of Chicago. I'm down here near Wilmington, Piatone Road right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're smoking.
Yeah, I just added a new shaft to my 5000 and a brand new coax. All of a sudden, that's all I hear is you all day.
And for a good deal. Well, you won't hear me on 19 except for today, and I'm going to take another call. I'll be right back and take care of 73s.
No problem.
Go ahead, you're on the air. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you're on the air. Go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I got a little excited there. Yeah, you're coming in real strong around St. Louis, about 20 over.
410, thank you very much. I appreciate that. 73s, have a good day. Motormouth Mall, waving. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, man.
What's going
I was
on?
going to tell you, I'm snagging you out here in East Tennessee.
410 on East Tennessee, man. Yeah, I tell you what, appreciate you being out there in the world of sound there, Break.
Yeah, like I said, I'm snagging you way the heck out here. I'm glad you're driving that guy out, though. Jesus, dude, last 3 days he's been going on.
Oh, yeah. He goes and goes. He's like the Energizer. He's like the Energizer. Sorry about that. I didn't on key. He's like the Energizer toad. I got another call coming in. Take care of 73s.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Motormouth, you got bowling ball. I'm running around out here in Oklahoma City, and you were smashing it.
Right, you're on Oklahoma City. You're coming in here real good on the phone. Okay, I hope everything's all well and swell there, Break.
Hey, bud, let me tell you, I've dealt with that hard drive before. He ain't worth lick.
Right, I tell you.
Just tell somebody, oh, your radio is, it's all muffled, man. I was like, oh, dang, I just went by, had him take out my radio. What he does, he takes his mic, crams it down in his throat, and tells you your radio sounds bad when it's him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, I told him, I said, use my mic. He said, oh, well, it's not going to make a difference. I said, put my mic on it. He did. He held it away from his mouth. I said, yeah, it sounds fine, man. You ain't worth lick.
That's too funny. Well, thank you for the call. I appreciate that. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all be good.
All right, you take care of it. Bye-bye.
Yes, sir.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Motormouth Mall. I'm surprised to get a hold of you. I just wanted to holler at you, say appreciate what you're doing. That Mad Dog, man, I mean, his stuff sounds really clear. I'll give it to him, but he wants to sit here and talk about character all day long, and I don't hear nothing but, forgive my language, a bunch of crap and shit being talked about a bunch of people, and not letting really people shout their fair shares, especially when, not everybody can hear everybody and everybody's side of a story.
That's exactly what he does.
I just want to say appreciate you. I'm out here on 75, merging 40 East Knoxville, or East Tennessee Knoxville, and I'm hitting pretty good on nothing but a little pickup truck and a Predator 5K pickup, but you're sounding good to me, brother.
Very good. Thank you very much. Appreciate the call.
Take it easy,
Take care. Bye-bye. Hello, you're on the air.
My name's James. I'm down here in Central Texas in San Antonio, and I wanted to tell you, man, I want to say thank you for what you're doing, trying to get that other guy off the waves on 19 as a truck driver. I haven't been able to turn my CB on and hear anybody clearly all day today because of him screaming and yelling on the channel.
You're very, very welcome, and I'm to appreciate the services.
Yes, sir. You have a great day and keep up the good work, man.
You too. Take care. 7-3s. Hello, you're on the air. Hello. All right. I guess that's the end of the call, man. There's one after the other after the other. I got down, breaker.
Damn, Audemars, I didn't know that many people knew you, man. I knew they were looking for you down there, but look at the,
let everyone know that they don't want him tying up the channels. I think the response that you're receiving on the phone shows just how bad he's tying up the channel, and everybody wants him off. Triple M, let's go.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right there. And here comes another one. Hang on, let's grab this other call here. Go ahead, you're on the air.
I was wondering if you can tell Mr. Sand that if he be so nice enough to top it off and get the sand off a bit. How about it, Mr. Motormouth? Mr. Two White in Indiana calling.
Well, I tell you what, you smoking out of Indiana. Hello, good to see you up in there, Break.
All right, Mr. Motormouth Mall, you have yourself a good one, and I'll be on the side.
10-4, you too. Take care. 7-3s. Go ahead there. You're on the air.
Motormouth.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so what's the reason for locking up 19 there, bro?
Well, we got a guy out there who's a technician over there in New Mexico, and we figure we can get out there and give him some free publicity. We figure he gets out there every day trying his hardest to tie up the channel day after day after day, trying to make a whole bunch of noise and talk about window lickers and bad technicians and so on and so forth. And so we figure we give him some free publicity out here on the band. Ain't no doubt about that. So Drail in Georgia is out there. I'm out here, and I think that Mud Duck in the Desert might be out here too, screaming for his life. Hello to you one more time right there, right now.
Roger that. Well, I appreciate it. We stand with you.
410, take care, 7-3s, and we'll be off the air and stop tying it up before long. We don't do this often. We want people to understand that Motormouth Mall is Motormouth Mall, and that Mud Duck in the Desert is Mud Duck in the Desert. I've got a lot of people out there who confuse him for me and vice versa, and I want to set the record straight. Take care, 7-3s.
7-3.
Go ahead, you're on the air. Hello, radio. All right, they hung up. Hey, Drail, man, it's getting busy out here. I'll tell you what, I got a phone call I got to take. It's someone who keeps calling on the cell phone. I'll be right back.
Rod's on that. We'll catch you back. Hey, we'll catch you back. I'm standing on by.
y'all tell Drail, quit walking on me. Quit walking on me, Drail. By you, boy, got down. What's going on there, 001 in the Walmart parking lot? What's going on?
Yeah, hello out there, 2020. I was listening to your key on that Mud Duck. He was trying to call me, but see, when any other station keys up, they wipe him out. Hello, 2020. I'm waving.
Hey, 001, I had one of my truck driver friends. He called me up on the phone and he said, who's that old boy, 001 in the Walmart parking lot? Hey, you're famous today, 001.
Appreciate the holler. Hey, 2020, appreciate the holler, appreciate the wave, and we'll bump it down with you later. Appreciate you waving that hand. I'm easing out the way.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, just want to say hi from Dover, Delaware. I'm listening to you on a handheld CB. You're loud and clear. What kind of wattage are you pushing?
A Not a lot, but I got a lot of antenna over here. But tell you what, let me get this other call here. Take care, 7-3s. Have a good day. You're on the air. Go ahead. Hello?
I'm over here in Indiana. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I was telling you I'm over here in Indiana. Let me turn that radio down. And that boy has kicked off so many people. I mean, they literally got people on Facebook talking about running him down and fining him and doing all kinds of stuff to him. And he's aggravating the living hell out of people, you know. He won't shut up. He gets on there for a half hour, 45 minutes at a time. You know, he just cuts down everybody and makes fun of everybody, and he just won't shut up. So, you know, I don't think he'll be on there much longer. Somebody will end up getting a hold of him because that's just the way it goes. But it's non-stop hearing him. I got drivers coming in here to my shop, and I own a CB shop over here. And I'm telling you, nothing good to say about him. Nothing.
I'll tell you what, I'd like you can put a plug for your CB shop on here right now and let people know where to go if they want to get some real radio work done there, Brady.
Oh, that's Rally's for the CB shop. I'm over here in Arlington, Indiana.
10-4. Okay, I hope they look you up, that's for sure. I'm sure there's a lot of people in Indiana listening to this right now, and I appreciate the call.
Yeah. I got quite a few people come in here, and I tell you what, man, they're all bitching and complaining right now big time about what's going on with that yo-yo. And I tell you, he just needs to stop. You know, he wants to. Who gets on a radio and advertises for a shop and cusses everybody out, tells everybody their stuff's junk, and I couldn't believe earlier today he told everybody that you don't insult your superior. And I was like, wow, what kind of superior, you know, complex has he got going on, you know?
He's got some kind of a god complex.
I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, the guy is just off the hook. He's off the hook. But
well said.
I'm just glad I put my 2 cents worth in.
I appreciate that. Take care. Have a great day.
Anytime. Be good, man.
You too. Bye-bye. Hello, you're on the air. Hello? Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, my name's 311. I'm from Kansas out here, and I'm listening to you a lot. I appreciate what you're doing. That knucklehead never wants to hear nobody but himself, and I'm surprised he's not the one who invented the CB radio. I'm glad you guys are doing what you're doing, shutting his ass down.
Oh, you're very welcome. Appreciate being in service.
Yes, sir. I'm driving the big truck as we speak.
All right. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Keep safe out there. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right there.
Yeah, let them know we apologize for tying it up, Triple M. Tell them we Derail personally apologizes for tying it up. But somebody needed to expose that mud duck, and people had a lot to say. The people all across this great big nation are tired of him tying up Channel 19. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, Derail said, I appreciate you shutting it down.
Gender Derail, I'll tell you what, that's very true. By the way, I think we got one more. Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, Motormouth, how's it going?
Real good. By the way, just to make sure everybody knows, Derail did say, you're very welcome. Appreciate being in service. Where'd he go?
Yes, sir. I'm driving the big truck as we speak.
All right. Take care. Keep all right there.
Yeah, let them know we apologize for tying it up, Triple M. Personally apologizes for tying it up. Somebody needed to expose it, and people had a lot to say. The people all across this great big nation are tired of him tying up Channel 19. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, Derail said, I appreciate you shutting it down.
There you go, Derail, Motor Mouth Mall, and the caller, back to you. I'm sorry, go ahead. Hello.
They call me Mad Dog 751 from North Louisiana, the Bayou State. I'm almost home, just about there. And I just wanted to say that as much as I'm opposed to, people tying up the radio, I'm really proud of what you guys are doing right now.
This is great. It's getting me home. I'm sick and fed up. You guys, I never hear on there. This clown I hear every single day after day after day. You preached it. You guys said it. You know what I'm talking about. And it's getting annoying. It's like there's no end.
And that's exactly what we were trying to get across and people to understand and hear, and we appreciate that too. No doubt about that. Appreciate it. I'm glad you had a safe trip home and appreciate the call.
You betcha.
Take care, 73s.
You too. Bye-bye.
The truckers is what moves this country. Hey, Motor Mouth Mall, the truckers is what moves this country and keeps this great big nation going. And when you got somebody out there advertising the CB shop and tying it up for months at a time and making accidents and traffic problems, hey, Motor Mouth Mall, I'm glad Motor Mouth Mall, I appreciate it. I'm reading them out.
Derail. And don't pay no strain. That's exactly right. You know, he out there does exactly what he says people should not do. We're out here doing something specifically and making it a point, making sure that people understand what the real deal is. And people already know what they hear from him, but we just want to make sure that people understand what's really going on. And he's out there causing more harm than good at everybody else's expense. The drivers that move stuff across this country, the shops that try to give people what they want and do what people, what we know people want, what people ask for, and we try to provide a service out there. And all he's doing is bashing people, tying it up, making a problem, and creating business out of false pretenses and false advertisement. So anyway, as long as we set the story straight and we did what we did and set up to hopefully accomplish what we tried to set out to accomplish, I guess we tied the channel up enough. Hey, Derail, we got a whole lot of good stuff on the gate. It's been running for a long time. I'm sure somebody's going to take this gate, turn it into a advertisement for splatter boxes. And hello to everybody on YouTube. Take care of 73s. Motormouth Mall waving and stepping. Y'all have a good day out there. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast Beast. Got down right there, breaker.
Yeah, and just so they know out there at Triple M, if they do sign up for one of them strikers, they cost over $800 for them. He quotes you 6 weeks. He tells you maybe he won't finish this. You know, he's real elusive about it. He'll say it's not going to be this year, but in reality, he needs to tell them it's not this year, it's not next year, it's not the following year, because he's not going to do it. He's going to stay on the radio. He's going to charge them $800. He's had tons and tons and tons of customers ask for refunds back, and he refuses to send their money back after falsely advertising a time frame to get a job done that he did not complete. Motormouth Mall, that scumbag is 163 in the desert. He goes by Mud Duck, he goes by Hard Drive, he goes by Fine Tune CB Shop, and he is a scammer that is tying up the trucker channel and blocking all the traffic information. Motormouth Mall, Derail, letting everybody know what's going down.
410 Derail. Well, I'm glad we did this. I'm glad, a lot of people out there are happy we did this. I think it's about time we did this. I know I needed to do this because I've been seeing so many posts, so many negative posts, people talking about me like they know me, like they hate me, like they know that I've done something wrong, like they know that I've been doing exactly what Hard Drive has been doing. And I think he's sitting back there. I don't know, I really don't know. I searched for one of the guys that made a comment yesterday, and I couldn't find that guy. I couldn't find that guy on Facebook. I couldn't find that guy on Messenger. I couldn't find him anywhere. But I believe that he's got multiple personas out there. And I think he's out there stirring it up and then acting like other people coming in there patting himself on the back or chiming in and agreeing with him. But what it really is it looks like people are out there bashing me for doing exactly what he's doing. And I am not the guy doing what he's doing. And you well know I spend my time on 6. I do go up to occasionally 28, and I will channel surf, but I don't sit there and tie up 19. Today is a rare occasion. Derail, I know you don't come out here and tie up 19, and you don't do your advertisement for your shops, on any channel. And and you don't bash any other technicians, ever. And so, you know, utmost respect for you, Derail, and I try to conduct myself in a respectful manner, and I do apologize profusely for us getting out here and tying up 19. Some of them might have seen it as entertainment. Some of them might have seen it as a service provided. Some of them might have seen it as a bad thing. They might be they might be a sheeple out there following blindly and ignorantly as you know, he promotes his BS. But one way or the other, the record had to be set straight. Derail, I appreciate you being out here. I appreciate all the callers. I appreciate all the drivers that work hard getting the stuff across this country. Without you guys, our country would come to a screeching halt. Ain't no doubt about that. Take care, 73s. I've done my job. Derail, it's been a whole lot of fun. Man, you got a hammer out here. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast. Under-modulated beast working this great big splatter box got down. By the way, don't forget to go check all the other frequencies up and above. You know what splatter is. Go look for it. You might hear me a channel either direction. Might. Some people won't. Some people will. But I guarantee tell you, we've done what we came out here to do. Motormouth Mall stepping. I'll see y'all. Take care. Be safe.
Real good copy, Triple M. I enjoyed it. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you helping me expose the scammer out there and letting all the drivers know. And they are definitely tired of it, and we're going to release this mic, and we're going to let the band play on. Hey, Motormouth Mall, he thought he was safe on 19 to scam all these drivers and try to mislead them, and they're tired of it. It is backfiring on him, and we let them know from the east side to the west side to the whole side. Hey, Motormouth Mall, we let them know all across this great big nation that Hard Drive is a scammer out of the desert. Take care, Motormouth Mall. Derail releasing the mic. Bye-bye.
410 Derail, absolutely. Take care, 73s. Everybody else out there, have a good evening. Motormouth Mall stepping. It's about almost 1:30 over here, so time for me to get up off this radio and get some other stuff done. And I'll say 73s till then. Another time. Motormouth Mall, your West Coast beast, stepping. Bye. Bye.
Click, toodaloo.
Toodaloo, bye.
Yeah, he's still crying about splattering every time I key, and every time he keys, you cut him off. I'll see it.
He'll be keying on us so long after we're gone. He'll be keying. He's going to be talking all kinds of smack about our splatter boxes and our attack on him. Ain't no doubt about that. That's exactly what it was. And it wasn't really an attack, was it? It was just setting the truth out there, setting it straight. Ain't no doubt about that. Take care, 73s. Motormouth Mall stepping. Bye.
Roger on that. Good copy, big hammer. We came up, we kind of needed to do, and the record is all straight. Take care of Triple M. Hopefully we won't have to do it again, but if he's got a hard head, he might need it one or two more times. Take care of Triple M. Derail is leaving the band. Bye-bye.
410, like you, me too. Take care, 73s. Hey, Al Capone, take care. Breaker, I heard you up in there doing a good job. Keep on, my friend. Take care, 73s. Hello, Pinto Bean. I heard you up in there too. I did. I got to get off this frequency. I've tied it up enough. I don't want to get out here and start conversating. We set out to accomplish a particular task. We did the particular task at hand, and now I'm going to get the split. And take care, 73s. Pinto Bean. Have a good day. Motormouth Mall stepping by.